Hey, it's Dave back here from Bullpen Cycles. Remember this? This was kind of an impulse buy at the dealer auction. I'm at the airport in Allentown. I'm bidding at the MPA auction in Lakeland, Florida. How sick is that? I bought this. That's pretty sick. $25, which they said was a world's record. The cheapest bike they ever sold at the auction. $25 with title. So this is a 2009 CF Motor Fashion, which is basically a Honda Helix clone. And at the end, the Honda Helixes were actually made by CF Moto, so the quality isn't bad. I got this scooter for $25. They literally stopped the auction to give me an award.
Mark, what is that? Don't bother me now, sweet. Can't see I'm busy. Yeah, but what is that? It's a major award. A major award?
Shucks, I wouldn't have known, Dad. It looks like a lamp.
They announced it as the cheapest motorcycle they ever sold at the dealer auction. Now, I didn't make a video getting it running because it lit right up. Yeah. Now, to be fair, I had to get a key. There was no key. And I got the lock sets out, and rather than get a key made for the ignition, not knowing if it was the same for the gas and the trunk and the helmet lock, I just bought a lock set, which I found online. They're discontinued, but I found them for like 45 bucks for the whole lock set, but I made a mistake. That's when I learned the entire lock set is available on AliExpress for 10 bucks. In fact, almost anything you need here, except for the body panels, is available on AliExpress from China for peanuts. So this bike is going to be easy to make going again. Back to AliExpress. This is my brand new Benelli Leoncino 500. You saw me unbox it, and I sold it. Benelli doesn't warrant them when we buy them at the auction. And of course, 43 miles, it let the new purchaser down. So I'm diagnosing it, and I found it to be this fuel pump. I have a suspicion on why the fuel pump went so early. My theory is these bikes are test run at the factory, maybe with a couple teaspoons or tablespoons of fuel, and then shipped. And having sat in a crate for 3 years, the fuel or whatever additive they had in the fuel tank went to crap because as you can see, the fuel pump sits in the bottom of the tank. And it smelled stale when I first got it. Even though the tank was dry, it had that stale smell. So I'm guessing the fuel pump went. But here's the lesson. That fuel pump is like $265 from SSR. But on AliExpress, the same OEM fuel pump, and it's the same fuel pump because they are made in China, $26. So these Chinese bikes are easy to keep on the road. Don't bother buying your parts stateside. Get them from AliExpress. Now, for example, what else did I have to do to this thing? Okay, so we got the ignition. I found out that it has a remote starter. I charged the battery. It's always a good thing when your battery is less than a year old. That gave me a hint that it might run. And it lit right up. So here I degreased it. Bruno, you're in the way. Move. I put a tire on the back. I had to change the belt. Here's my old belt. That was ready to let go. I don't know why it has teeth in. The pulleys in the primary drive are smooth. It's not a serpentine belt. It's not toothed. The other thing is my carrier was boogered up. They had one bearing in it. No dust seals. Bruno, you're always in the way. And they had a broken bolt that I had to drill out. They call this a rear swing arm, but it's really just a fixed carrier. It moves with the motor like this. It doesn't swing on its own. I put new bearings in it and whatever seals I could find. They're available. They're like $45. Remember my ugly seat? Duct tape special? Brand new seat cover. It's like 45 bucks. Here's my muffler. It's total crap. They had a JB welded. Has a little air injection deal. A little valve on the side. That looks like this. That's supposed to draw air into the hot part of the exhaust manifold. Burn off any unburnt fuels. Check this out. I'm telling you, AliExpress, anything for your Chinese stuff. This one was made for a Honda Helix. Remember I said, see if Moto actually built the Honda Helixes. These are like $65 on AliExpress. Of course, you'll pay that much for shipping. The difference is it's a two-piece header and it doesn't have the air valve, but it fits. You can lose the air valve. We're gonna finish this thing up and then we got a plan to make it cool. So here we are teething out our ugly yellow $25 scooter. And we're gonna see if we can make it cool. Because boy, it's still hideous. I got one more trick up my sleeve. We're gonna load it up and take it to Palm Coast Eddie. Well, we're here, Palm Coast Eddie, to see what he's done with that ugly yellow scooter. Can he make it cool? So here we are. That's Eddie and his truck. And I guess,
Ready to see it?
yeah, you want to pull the sheet? Let me get the sun behind us. Here we go. The $25 scooter. Ta-da! So now I saw this when you were taking it apart, and I thought maybe you were going to make it half naked. Did that thought cross your mind?
Well, you saw the picture. I had nothing on it.
Yeah.
But I know you wanted to go to swap meets.
Yeah.
You're going to carry stuff.
Yeah.
Albeit not big stuff, but it looks so much better not being yellow.
You didn't like the yellow.
Oh, I hated it with a passion.
You got rid of the yellow, and then you striped it, but you had to put like
I put
a
this
base
red oxide primer on it first. Then I shot it black. Then I pinstriped it, and then I sanded it to give it that weathered look.
Do I need to clear it or anything?
No,
It's ready to go.
Yeah. The more beating it takes, the better.
Yeah, so I wanted the weathered look because half the body work was missing and beat up anyway.
Right.
Oh, and he striped the windshield. Very cool. Well, that'll stand out.
See, this opens. You need a screwdriver right
All
now.
right, all right.
Okay, so you
And see, I didn't even know it. There's my owner's manual.
yeah.
Cool. So here's our $25 scooter, and boy, it costs more than that by the time you're done. So what all did we do? We bought a lock set. We bought a muffler. We had to get, well, we got a seat recovered. I did that. We had to get an air filter element, a drive belt, and paint. So now you'll see it at the swap meets. Oh, and I put a tire on it. All right, cool. That's it for our cheap scooter. Let me know what you think.